is it? 1 minute.
Nivrityatmaka Shastram. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we have to understand a couple of words here. So, the words here are two. Pravritti and Nivritti. Pravritti, Nivritti. Pravritti, Nivritti. These are the only two words which define our life.
Okay.
In fact, what defines our life is pravritti. Pravritti. Pravritti means a pursuit. Pursuit. Pursuit means what? Doing, getting, doing, getting, doing, getting, doing, getting, doing, getting, doing, losing, doing, getting, doing, losing, doing, getting, doing, losing, doing, losing, doing, getting, doing, dead. This is pravritti. This is pravritti. Pravritti means I am a seeker, I want artha, I want kama, I follow dharma. This is pravritti. First three, dharma, artha, kama defines pravritti. Pravritti means dharma, artha, kama. A life where this dharma, artha and kama are sought is called pravritti. Nivritti. Nivritti means retreat. Opposite of pravritti. If pravritti is going and doing, like this, they have this advertisement, this Duracell bunny keeps on going. Kada kada. There is one ad. I forget the words actually. Going and going and going. It seems the Duracell battery is so strong, and and you put the battery and then the bunny toy keeps on going. It's in round and round and round.
Energizer.
This is what we do, huh?
Energizer.
Energizer. Energizer bunny, correct. Energizer bunny. There you go. Why I said Duracell? Duracell also there's a company, I think, right?
It is a company,
Yeah.
but it's Energizer.
Uh-huh.
It's Energizer advertisement. That
Energizer bunny, yeah, I remember that, correct. So this Jiva also, Jiva is the Energizer bunny, I tell you. Jiva, Pravritti. This is once the battery is put, the charge is there. As long as the charge is there, this fellow keeps on doing all life long. What to do next? What to do next? What to do next? This is called pravritti. Dharma, artha, and kama. Correct?
Yeah.
Nivritti means what? Nivritti means you pause. You pause. You pause and say, what are you seeking? What are you doing all this for? Why are you doing all this? To be happy. Of course, I'm doing all this to be happy. What do you think I'm doing all this for? My family should be happy. I must be happy. Everybody should be happy. That's why I'm doing all this. Good. Suppose I say, wait a minute, the happiness that you're seeking is already you. Because you think you are subject to sadness, you think you are insecure, that is why you're seeking security. Oh, really? When you say, oh, really, what are you saying? You're saying, this is very interesting. Can you tell me more? Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay, this is what you're saying, correct?
Yeah.
So, this is nivritti. Why is nivritti? Because there is no action. The teaching doesn't say you must do. You're already doing anyway. What is the use of telling to do more? And you just have to know who you are. That Shastram which teaches you who you are is called Nivrityatmaka Shastram. And that Shastram which says you by doing all these things you can get more artha, you can get more kama. And of course dharma is needed because you want punya, you must be dharmic. You do dhanam, annadanam. Vapi kupa tadakadi devatayata nanicha. Vapi means well. Vapi means some kind of a pond. Kupa is a well. Go dig a well. Tadaka is another stream. So make a stream from the river. So water is needed because people need water. Go construct a stream. If you have money, hire people and construct this. Vapi Kupa Tadakadi Devatayatananicha. Devatayatanam means a temple. Construct a temple. People need temples. Do all this. It's all dharma karya. Devatayatananicha.
Annadanam.
Annadanam Maramascha Purtamithyabhidhiyate. Do Annadanam. And then Aramaha. Aramaha means this. So those days they used to say chowdhury. I used to wonder what this chowdhury is. Chowdhury.
Rest
So,
house.
rest, a place to rest. Because people used to travel those days. They used to walk. And then, they didn't carry a huge belongings with them because they're walking. And maybe some carts are there, horse carts or bullock carts or whatever. And so this arama. So places. Then I saw it in villages. Then I used to wonder. It's a big thing with many pillars and it's an open hall. And then I used to wonder, oh my God, this is what this Aramaha is, Arama Kshetra. So you do all this. So Pravrityatmaka Shastra means it makes you do all this so you can gain what you want, which is Dharma, Artha and Moksha. Nivrityatmaka Shastra means Upanishads, Vedanta, which doesn't ask you to do anything because its job is entirely different. Its job is to teach me who I am. So nothing to do.
So pravritti will be related to Maya only, and nivritti is taking you towards your moksha, means your realization of Atma.
Yeah, so we are not invoking Maya yet. And we're just saying
Materialistic.
Pravritti is invoking the Karta in you.
Okay.
We are saying, and then what is Nivritti Shastram saying? Hey, Atma is not a Karta. Atma is Akarta.
Okay.
All along you think you accomplished this and you have to do this in order to become that. Really speaking, Atma is not a Karta. Atma is Akarta, non-doer. That is Nivrityatmaka Shastra. Pravrityatmaka Shastra means I take Atma to be a Karta. Therefore, I need more Artha, I need more Kama, I need more Dharma. Therefore, sure, Vedas is there very much to tell me what to do and what not to do. Okay?
Thanks.
Yeah, Saraswati.
If Atma is indestructible, then with the suicide, the word is Atmahatya. Why is that word? It's a Sanskrit word, and why is it said that way?
Yeah. So, Atmahatya. So, the word Atma, Saraswati, when it is used, we have to look at the context. The word Atma in this context means literally the Sakshi, the witness, the consciousness that is dwelling in every body. Satchidananda Atma. In other cases, Atma doesn't mean that. Okay? It can mean the body. It can mean the mind. Okay? For example, what is that? So there is a shloka. I'm not getting it right now. It says, hey, Atma is your friend. And Atma is your enemy also. And so you please take care of yourself. Atmanam.
Uddared
Atmanam. Uddared Atmana.
Uddared Atmanam.
Uddaret Atmanam Atmanah.
Uddared Atmanatmanam. Atmanam avasadayet. Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhu. Atmaiva Triguratmana. So many Atmas are there. This shloka has just some 4 or 5 or 6 Atmas. None of the word Atma refers to Satchidananda. So Saraswati, does that answer your question? So
Now I need a dictionary for each Atma then.
So Atma is your friend. Means what? Hey, this body is your friend. It can be your enemy also. So you please take care of your mind. You please take care of your body. If there are emotional issues, deal with it. Seek somebody's help. Like that shloka is talking about. Uddhared atmanatma. Use yourself to lift yourself up. This is what Krishna says. So no Atma. There is nothing to lift Atma. Atma is sarvagataha anyway. So nothing to lift there. So Atma cannot be lifted. So here Atma refers to the body, refers to the mind, refers to what one's sense of being, and so that you take care of yourself. That is what that shloka says. So Atma Hatya means Deha Hatya, Sharira Hatya.
That's why we need a guru to tell us which Atma he is referring to. Is it the Manas Atma, or is he referring to something else like the Atma that is all pervading or something? Otherwise, we'll misinterpret it if we read the shloka directly.
Yeah. So that is why studying the Bhagavad Gita, I am going to study Bhagavad Gita. And what references do you have? I have a big Sanskrit English dictionary. It has all words in it, and I have it with me. So I'm in good hands. And this fellow is not going to learn anything, because what meaning of Atma is going to use? And he has to scratch his head. So in order to know what meaning of Atma he should take, he must know the meaning of the shloka. In order to know the meaning of the shloka, he must know what Atma meaning he has to take. So it's a catch-22. Catch-22. Kuch nahi hoga yahan.
So Jai Kumar.
Yeah, Vaidya.
Yeah, so that's why, some of the Britishers who are ruling India, they wanted to learn what is the wisdom in the Upanishads, and some of them took this approach of translating it with a Sanskrit English dictionary. And then they made the conclusion that Upanishads are just infantile prattle.
Infantile prattle. Huh? Yeah, these fellows have no job but to go to other places and decide who they are and what their texts are and teach them what the texts mean. And this job, I think.
Yeah, there is a saying that in the US we say out of sight, out of mind. And somebody translated to German and translated back. It came back as invisible idiot.
Invisible idiot.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I see. There you go. Invisible idiot. Okay, I like that example. Good one, Mahesh. Invisible idiot. Out of mind, out of sight. Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. Invisible idiot. Correct. Exactly. This is what we are all victims of this. Unfortunately, we've been victims, and so we have to tell ourselves, "Come on, wake up, and let's recognize our strengths here." And
so this is also a good reason why serious students of Vedanta should not read Vedanta from books, but do Shravanam with a teacher who has learned Vedanta properly.
yeah, so that is the traditional way of learning, because the subject matter is like that, and because it is not an objective knowledge. So here, objective means what? Knowledge of an object, any object in this world, anything you take, whether it is zoology, botany, or computers, or anything, even psychology, is a study of the mind, which is not I. And so the minute this Atma comes, then the teacher has to be careful. The students have to be guided carefully, and so that we don't fall into all these pitfalls. So that's why, how did they study all these things? We have it today because they had it yesterday, because their parents had it, their teachers had it, and this goes back so many generations. No books, no pens those days, and they did a fantastic job. Shankara's Bhashyam is there right in front of us, and And to understand Shankara's Bhashyam, we need to look up Anandagiri and Ramarai Kavi. And so many people have given up their entire careers on this, lives on this. And that shows our rishis have given us solid grounding, and we just have to rediscover it. And that's why we start the class with a prayer. We end with a prayer so that, hey Bhagavan, you take us. We are there. You please lead us. And I will try. I am going to do my best. I'm going to work hard, and I will use my buddhi, because that is the only thing that differentiates me from an animal. Yeah, thanks, Vaidya. I think those are all good points. And
Thank you.
yeah. And by the way, that example I gave you about this University of Chicago and all that, and there is a person who wrote a book on what is called Hindu phobia in textbooks, and you can look that up. And there is three authors who wrote this book. One of the authors is Krishnan, who happens to be the brother of Vaidya, who just spoke right now. And so came to mind when Vaidya spoke up. That came to mind. Yeah. Good. Any other question? Nandini, welcome to the class.
Okay.
Guruji,
Thank
I
you,
have
Ji.
a question.
Yeah. So let's see if there are any other questions.
Guruji, I have a question. Reena here.
Reena, where are you? Can you raise your hand? Ah, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's long time ago I asked you. So like today after session, if nobody has, can you answer how will you differentiate between Janma Bhumi, Matru Bhumi and Karma Bhumi, and what would be the responsibilities for it?
Okay. So Janma Bhumi, Matru Bhumi and Karma Bhumi, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so this Bhumi referring to earth, or a portion of earth. Janma Bhumi term is used referring to, this is my Janma Bhumi, means this is the soil, this is the country where I am born. And proudly we say, this is my Janma Bhumi. There is some noise. This is my Janma Bhumi. This is the land which gave birth to me, and or I was born in this land. That is called Janma Bhumi. Then Matru Bhumi. Matru Bhumi. So Mother Earth. Today's Mother's Day, or was it yesterday? Today, yeah. Sunday.
Oh, yeah, today.
So Sunday. See, these people are very, very smart. Some days they will make it weekdays. Some days when they don't want an official holiday, they'll put it on a weekend. And my goodness, this mind, Indians can't think like Americans. That much I am convinced. And so it's on a Sunday. And so shopping, so everybody can do shopping and do all these things. Everything is there. So anyway, Matru Bhumi. So Mother Earth. So the Bhumi which sustains Dharti, it's called Dharti. So Dharana Shakti, Dhru, Dhatu, implies this abilities to sustain. Dharma, the word Dharma comes from the Dhru Dhatu. Same Dharti, Dharma, Dharani, these things. Dharani means Prithvi. So Dharma also, that which sustains life is Dharma. Without Dharma, life is gone. One cannot live properly. So same thing. So therefore, this Matru Bhumi, even though I don't see it so often used, and some places I've seen Matru Bhumi, and it refers to Mother Earth, Matru Bhumi. Then Karma Bhumi. So often you hear this, and they say, why are you returning to India after living in America for so long? Because India is my karma bhumi. They say that. Is it not? Karma bhumi. So, karma bhumi. So we need to look into more about this karma bhumi, and I'm sure there's a lot more to that than what I know, and so I can look up and let you know what are the nuances of karma bhumi. I don't want to say something and then give you a wrong idea. So karma bhumi, of course, karma. This is the only bhumi where this idea of karma is there, and also karma as an action. That is also very important. People who have given so much to this country. It's the longest surviving civilization, and nobody knows when it started. And so that kind of thought that is there, Sanatana Dharma. How can Dharma be Sanatana? Dharma is also Mithya. So how can it be Sanatana? Sanatana means eternal. Eternal means timeless. How can Dharma be timeless? It can't be timeless. But the Dharma that talks about Atma as Nitya is eternal. This idea is there only in this bhumi. This bhumi was the one that gave birth to this idea, and that is how in my mind I think of as karma bhumi. And this bhumi gave birth to all these rishis, Yajnavalkya, Vishwamitra, Vashishta, and others, and Gargi, who gave us this vision, which we are still able to study. Means, my God, it's been coming for ages and ages. And so that is one idea I have about karma bhumi. But I think may not be a complete analysis. But I like that analysis very much. So I look
Guruji, there's Mohan here. Guruji, in Bhagavatam, they say Bharatvarsh is a karma bhumi. And there is a concept of bhoga bhumi also. Like, I don't want to comment on the bhoga bhumi, but the Western countries mostly are like in Bhagavatam, they describe some of the aspects of bhoga bhumi also. So you can see that it is more of, it's there in those areas, while Bharatvarsh is described as a karma bhumi. It's clearly given in Bhagavatam actually.
Yeah. So Mohan, we cannot see you. So Bhagavatam, it says karma bhumi, and other places also I've seen it mentioned. Bhoga bhumi, yeah. So bhoga bhumi. So a place where kama is predominant. Called bhoga bhumi. So they say all these lokas, Indra loka ityadi, these lokas are predominantly bhoga lokas, because that is how it is. You can't study Vedanta in Indra loka, because life is so great and you don't need Vedanta. Vedanta ko chodo yaar, baad mein dekhenge. There is so much to see here, and you can go places just by closing your eyes and say, I want to go to Padmavati garden. Open your eyes. Suddenly you are there in the Padmavati. Hey, life is so great, and you want to sit and study Atmanam Rathinam Vitti Shariram Rathamevatu. What is all this? This and all can wait. So they are all called, I think, Bhoga Lokas in some places it is there. Because Kartritvam also is not there, I think. Or maybe Kartritvam is there in Itharloka, I forget. But it's all there. Everything is available. When everything is available, Vedanta can wait. So, correct. Thanks, Mohan, Sai Mohan. Bhoga Bhumi, Karma Bhumi, Matru Bhumi, Janma Bhumi. And so what Reena's question is, what are my duties? Something like that she has. Reena, you have to clarify what you mean by that. Okay? Are you still there?
Yeah, she is there.
Yes, I'm there.
Oh, okay. There you are. It's hard to spot everybody. Yeah, go ahead, Reena. What is your question?
ahead after knowing the meaning of those all, I want what would be our responsibility towards it.
What would be our responsibilities towards it? No, these words don't necessarily imply any responsibilities. It's a way of addressing our bhumi and karma bhumi, matru bhumi. This is the mother earth. This is the bhumi that gave me all the shastram, like that we say. And so it's not like responsibility. It's you're acknowledging. You're acknowledging the entire past, that entire lineage you're acknowledging. And I'm blessed with so much. When you say karma bhumi, I'm blessed with so much. And you can extrapolate and say, yeah, I must do whatever it takes to hand over this karma bhumi to the next generation. Next generation also should be able to come and say, it is my karma bhumi. And now corona is spreading. And so people are working hard. And so we have to be good responsible citizens of the society. There's always there. But no, I don't want that. These words are just words to understand what is being said. It doesn't necessarily imply any duties and so forth. Okay. It's a word of respect. These are all words which imply your understanding of this world and of yourself and of your culture. Otherwise, you can't say Matru Bhumi. Karma Bhumi, how you can say? Otherwise, it's a meaningless word. Karma Bhumi. What is Karma Bhumi? But because we understand so much about our Shastram, about our culture, about everybody who's given their lives for this Shastram, you listen to Ramayana, my goodness, what a story it is. And it's a real life story. And one person said, he gave a blank check to a lady, Kaikeyi, blank check. You can ask me 2 boons anytime you want. And then she comes and says these 2 things I want. I want Bharata to be the king and I want Rama to go to the forest. And Dasharatha, look at this. Dasharatha can easily say, what? When did I give the 2 boons? Huh? He can say that. Or he can say, time's up, okay? I gave you, ask later means you're asking so many years later. It's all over. And the battery, energizer battery has discharged, okay? So you don't come up with all these things now. And he could have said that. This guy just, he loses himself. He says, he begs Kaikeyi, he says, Kaikeyi, okay, finally gives up, okay, let Bharata be the king. But why are you sending Rama to the forest? He begs and pleads. And he says, oh Kaikeyi, you will become a widow. Don't do this to me. Like this he begs. This is a kind of culture. And then Dasharatha's son comes, Rama comes. And Rama could easily say, hey, you people, why are you bringing me into all this? Why you people fight amongst each other? It's your problem. Bharata, Shatrughna, Lakshmana and me. We will decide. If Bharata wants to become king, that I have no problem with that. They can do that also. You senile people, you're arguing and you're driving everybody crazy. He could have said that. Nothing. Rama says, Pita, father said it, therefore I have to follow. This is the kind of culture we have. And so the karma bhumi means we have to just bring all these things together. This bhumi gave me all these things. And story of Harishchandra, if you listen, it just drives you to tears. And how can a person be like this? This is how you think. So there's a lot to say. So that karma bhumi is very important for us. And because you don't see that in other cultures. America, there are so-called developed countries, but they can't understand all this. The idea of ahimsa itself is not there. I can eat anything I want. Any animal that is Not a human being I can eat. That is what China says. And anything that flies except an aeroplane, I can eat. Anything that has 4 legs, which is not a table, I can eat. Okay? This is what they say. And anything that has that walks on 2 legs, but it is not a walking stick or something, I can eat. Okay? So this is their idea of food. Not Karma Bhumi cannot have this kind of ideas. Karma Bhumi means the entire ecosystem is there in our view. It is not just me and my tongue. That is all that I want, and I will eat whatever I want. It is my right. And my gun, holding a gun is my right. And who are you to tell me? Who are you to tell me to stay indoors and practice social distancing? It is my right to go outside. Okay? People are doing protesting there in America. In India, it's also laughable. And here the cops are coming and just whacking all the boys who are just running around and going in motorcycles. So Karma Bhumi is something else. You just can't find it anywhere else. The more I think about it, the more convinced I'm getting that even though India has a lot of problems, that's a different thing. But that Karma Bhumi is definitely to be acknowledged. Thanks, Marina, for bringing the topic to our attention.
Jaykumarji, just have a comment. When our culture is so rooted for so many centuries and thing, how a Western Western invasion changed everything within few years compared to the long term. However, even though there is hope, our ancestors would have gone through a cycle of education, and then even women were educated and all those things. How did that change come? I'm amazed how everything changed and where we went into the wrong direction.
So, see, if you say everything went in the wrong direction, so you don't know it went in the wrong direction until it kept on going, and then finally you say it went in the wrong direction. So what happened to all these years? What happened? No, I was just enjoying the ride, and suddenly I find myself in some Alaska or something like that. So Timbuktu. But we don't say it's wrong or not. It's human beings who made the decisions. You and I made the decisions. So we have the ability to decide our future, and we decided our future. But if you say so soon in such a short span of time we went this far, I can say that's good. In the same short span of time, we can go back to where you want to go. Go back. I don't want to say go back, because we don't have to go back. We can go in a different direction. Short span of time, we can decide to do that. So I think it's good news. Good news that we are able to do that. So that means we have to just marshal all our knowledge and all the people and education onwards. We have to start, and that's what is going on. That is the churn that is going on right now in India especially, and probably in other parts of the world also. So I think Saraswati, I wouldn't say it's wrong, it's bad, it's tragic. All these words I don't use. It is what it is. We only decided the future, and so it's time to just reset, and then we have to reset, and we are capable. We are capable of doing the right thing, and we are not ordinary species. We are human beings, and so I'm very confident about a stronger future. You know what they say? What doesn't kill you can only make you stronger, right? Yeah. So, okay. So it's about 10:45. So we can pause here. Let's chant the Dhanvantri mantra 3 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।